Alright guys, here we are out of the property. We're checking out here on Lakeside. This is Roger, RBD Ventures, if you don't know who I am already. I brought out the A-team today. We're going to check this out. Ruben is coming here because we got some pretty heavy repairs to look at. And Robert, new to our team here, is out here on the learning. Just looking at this property really quick, guys, just on the outside, the first thing we're looking at is the street out here. We got a pretty busy street. And so that's obviously going to have something we're taking account on the ARV in this property. And there's some commercial across the way. At least it's not a loud zone, but still something to take into account because people are going to have to look out their yards as a commercial. So here's some clues for you. There's all this stuff out here. So the homeowner was doing some remodeling on their own. Something else to notice is all the windows are new.
They're new, but they're not properly installed.
Yeah, so that, but at least we got windows. We don't have to buy them, right?
Correct. Plumbing is on the outside.
So something we're looking at here right now is this part of the house right here looks like original house. And then you can see over here with a flat roof, and then over there, it's like this was part of the end of the house was here, and then in addition, and added a garage to the house. So this is some forensics we're here doing to the house. And if you look inside, you can see exterior walls. You know what this was a detached garage originally. And they bridged the two.
Correct.
Okay. This is part of the new security systems we're going to install in homes.
Very natural, growing corn out here.
You don't have to go to Iowa anymore. Where he produces like 8 years a year. Huge RV park in here. Got a huge backyard that you can do anything with. People out in this area of town are definitely going to be attracted to that. You got a place for your RVs and boats and all your other toys. So that's going to be a good selling feature for this house. And so we have to offset the negatives with the positives here. The biggest thing now too is to pull and see if it's legit, if they got permits when they did it. So we got the main house here is maybe 1,400 square feet. You got an addition here is another 400 square feet. And so now we got to find out what we really have as far as legitimate on the permits for this house, and that's going to determine what the value is. So obviously that's a case in point of road noise that you're going to get here. But in the backyard actually it was kind of tranquil, right? It kind of really cut out the noise on the back. Yeah. So that might be, you know, people, if they can live with this, put up a fence and give them a barrier, then when they're in the backyard they won't even notice it. So that might be something to consider on this house and do that project because of it. Realtor is saying that we need to buy around 230. I told him to submit offer lower. Actually there are comps about 350 and above, so 230 would work. But I'm kind of worried about this road noise, so the ARV might come down another 20 grand or so because of road noise.
So it needs a lot of work.
We need a lot of work just on the outside that we can tell here.
This is 60 or 70.
60 or 70. So if we just did the normal inside stuff with what you've seen on the outside. That being said, obviously we have to go and look at our numbers there to make sure, because normally a house like this, we're going to put in 40,000, right?
Correct.
And so you're saying we're going to put at least another 20 into it.
Absolutely.
So here's the biggest factors we got to look at here. Number one, we're going to look at the location. So real estate's always about location, right? Next factor we're going to look at is going to be how much in repairs. And this house is going to be more because of what the outside of the condition shows. So it's going to be bigger renovation than normal. And then so all that's going to determine our end price or what we can buy for. So if our ARV is lower because of location, our bigger repair bill, then we're going to get this at a better price to make it a deal at the end of the day. And so 230 might be not.
30 sounds expensive.
Might be a little expensive for this house. So that's the big criteria that you got to look at. You got to look at your ARV and what's affecting the ARV. In this case is a prime example of location affecting the ARV. Even though you back here behind it and these houses behind this house, the ARV will go higher. But because of the location, this one's lower. And then obviously the repairs. And so those are always the big three numbers that you're looking at when you're flipping, right? Mm-hmm. You got your value, ARV, you got your repairs, and then that's going to determine your offer price. And so that's your three big numbers there, guys, in a nutshell. All right, so we'll see if we buy this one. If we do, then we'll come back and see if we're right on it. I think it just needs a coat of paint. Paint, we're done?
Yeah.
So how many rock stars have you had?
2.5.
No big deal.
No big deal. You want an intro?
Yep.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right. Thanks, Ruben. Thanks for playing along. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Rob.